It's raining in the background, don't mind. Before this video starts, I would just like to say one thing. Thank you guys so much for 66 subscribers. I don't know if I would have grown more since the day of recording this, but it means so much to me, and I just want you to know that you make me so happy. Anyway, let's get started! Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will show you some study habits that are terrible for most people. Everyone is different and some of these study habits might benefit you. If so, that is perfectly fine, don't worry, you can keep doing what you do as long as you get the studying done. All of this information is based on personal experience and research. I will try to link all the sources below. The first habit is forgetting to set goals and/or plans. Studying can be hard or sometimes even frustrating. You don't want to view studying as an endless suffering time. Instead, set a goal and make a plan to get there. This is important so that you know what you need to study during that time instead of staring at the information and not remembering any of it. This makes studying much more efficient than just studying random stuff that might not even be important. To sum all of that up, basically you want to know what you have to remember at the end of your study session so that while studying you can achieve all those points instead of staring at the paper and not soaking in any of the information. If you want to know how I make my study plans, I will be making a video on that sometime soon, and I promise I will actually be making. The next bad habit is multitasking. You might think that this is a great habit, getting 2 or more things done at the same time, maximizing your time in the day, but that is completely incorrect. Multitasking is a habit that I sometimes do as well, so if you find yourself doing this, don't feel that there is something wrong with you. Multitasking is where you do multiple, possibly unrelated things at the same time. An example of this could be watching YouTube and doing homework at the same time. You might not think this is, but multitasking also includes background noises such as a TV in the background or listening to music as you do your work. As you can probably guess, multitasking stops you from doing well on either of the multiple things you're doing. I'm not sure about you, but most of the time when I'm multitasking, I'm actually switching between the things I'm doing as quickly as possible. For most people, there's no way to do multiple things simultaneously and focus on them equally as much. Generally, for me, I end up just listening to the YouTube video while I'm doing my work, or not doing my work at all and just watching YouTube. Even if you can somehow do the different things at the same time, it's less effective because your brain isn't completely focused on the one thing you're doing. The solution to multitasking is to focus on one thing at a time. With the efficiency of focusing on one thing at a time, you'll be doing your task faster and better than if you were multitasking. I'll do a video on my study habits further addressing this topic. You don't want to miss it, so make sure you subscribe with post notifications to get notified when I upload. The third bad habit is using passive study methods. I did this in 5th grade and it didn't help me at all. After copying down notes from the class, I ended up asking my friends to quiz me so that I wouldn't fail a test. Examples of passive study methods are rereading your notes or textbook or copying down your notes without really thinking about it. Something like highlighting your notes or rewriting your notes can be aesthetically pleasing and very easy to do, but doing so doesn't help you retain the information. Seeing a question and thinking, "I've seen that before," is not the same as knowing exactly what it is. In tests or exams, you will be tested on your ability to recall exactly what the information is, not to be able to know that you've seen it before. Instead of using passive study methods, use active study methods, such as flashcards, practice tests, or teaching the thing to someone. The fourth bad study habit is only doing what's easy. I know it's easy to keep relearning what you already know, but that won't help you learn any new information. For example, when you're feeling lazy, you can continuously test yourself on one question that you already know is easy, such as, what is the first president of the US, instead of struggling to remember what the 24th one is. No matter what you do, you will still be tested on everything you have learned, even if you choose to ignore it. If you focus on learning the things you don't know for your test, you will get a better grade than if you only focus on the stuff you already know because it's easy. Another example of this is practicing a part of a violin piece that you have already mastered instead of learning the rest of the piece because it's easy to do so, or just playing the piece that you already know how to play instead of learning a new one. So, instead of doing what is easy, you should identify your weak points and fix them. You can find your weak points by taking a practice exam, and the questions you get wrong are the things you need to learn. studying in bed. The next mistake is studying in your bed. I've mentioned this in my last video, but if you study in a place that you don't associate with learning or studying, your brain won't focus on that fact. Instead, it will focus on what you normally do there, such as if you're in bed, your brain will want to sleep. If you do your studying at the same place you will take the test, in this case, if you're online, your designated learning location, you will associate that spot with studying and will be able to recall all the information you studied better during the test. The sixth bad study habit is refusing to get help. Many people would do this, and it could be because of many different reasons. I know that I've done it before, and doing so didn't help me at all. I became frustrated because I could not figure out the answer to the question and just sat there in frustration for a good 30 minutes before giving up and moving to the next thing. Asking for help isn't bad. It shows that you are eager to learn and you will do anything to master the subject. Not only will you be setting up a good example, you will also get the information you need to continue studying. Asking for help, therefore, is the obvious solution to this problem. The last bad study habit is procrastinating or not studying at all. Lastly, procrastinating or not studying is the worst study method. I don't know why you would do this unless you already know all the information that you will be tested on. If you set a goal to study specific things, procrastinating will not help you get there, and you will probably eventually not study at all because there is no due date and no grade to studying. There are many solutions to this, but the main one is to just stop procrastinating and get your work done because you're going to eventually have to do it anyway. If you have made it this far, thank you for watching all the way through. A very small percentage actually managed to do so, even if the video is one of my most successful videos. I hope this video was helpful and motivating to you. If you think this video would help someone you know study smarter, then share it with them. Like this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you like other content on my channel. My recent videos have had a lot of work put into them, so it would mean a lot if you subscribed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!